Hi folks, today's video is going to be on a Kia Rio, a 2010, and we're going to be doing the outer tie rod on the right side. Whenever I'm working on the cars and I have to jack them up, I always put the pocket brake on. I've already lifted the vehicle and placed a jack stand underneath the vehicle. The way to tell if a tie rod is loose or needs to be replaced, take your wheel, backside, front side, and you're gonna try to move it. If there's no movement or play, then it's good. If there's some movement or play, then you got a bad tie rod, whether it's the outer or the inner. This one happens to be the outer tie rod. Watch this. See how the wheel can move? And that noise? That usually means it's a bad tie rod. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the wheel so I can get better access to the outer tie rod. Even though I'm using power tools, everything I do here today can be done with basic hand tools. So this right here is the outer tie rod. I'm going to see if I can show you the play in that. You see how it moves? Watch this right here. See how it moves? It's worn out, so this needs to be replaced. If you continue to drive with this like this could come apart and you'll lose your steering. When you have a bad front end piece like a tie rod, you're going to hear bangs and stuff. Get it checked. So there's a cotter pin that prevents this nut from backing out. That would have to be removed. A lot of guys, they'll cut the cotter pin with some wire cutters, and that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. And what that does is less cotter pin that we have to try to get through there. So we take the wire cutters, grab the cotter pin, and work it out. And there you go. Before I do anything else, there's a nut on this tie rod. We're gonna have to loosen this nut, and these can be tough to get off. So I'm gonna spray some PB blaster on that, penetrating oil, and try to get this nut to back out just a little bit. I'm gonna let that soak for about a half hour. So this nut just happens to be a 22 millimeter. Ooh, that's tight. Oh boy. Whew. All right. So I marked it there. Now I'm going to back it out one full turn. All right. You can use a punch to mark it. You can scratch it with a screwdriver. Do whatever you want to do. So now that's backed off of the tie rod itself. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and take off this nut. Okay, once you get to this point, the nut's off, this is either going to just pop out. Most of the time they don't. Or you're going to need a big hammer to hit the top of the stud and pop it out. Just like that. Before I take off the tie rod, I like to match them up and make sure that they're the same. Now it's the same style, same everything. So what's going to happen now, I'm going to turn this out, and I'm going to count how many turns out. It's 1, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half. So that was 10 and a half turns out. So what I'm going to do now is put this in, 10 and a half turns in. Half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, if we look over here, it's pretty much where it was before. So now, if I turn this out, I should be pretty close where it was before. And that looks good. So it's close enough. And your car should go down the road pretty straight. And sometimes these won't line up, so take a wrench and you finagle it. There we go. Now that might be too much. There we go. Take the new nut. Put the new nut on. And you tighten it all the way down. Good and tight. Take your cotter pin, stick it through the hole, and I like to just bend them back. Just like that. Now we have to tighten this lock nut. And snug it up good and tight. Now, you can see there's no play. And the job is almost complete. We just need to get the tire back on. Oh boy, I didn't do the star pattern. Somebody's gonna get on my comments and say something. I can see it now. All hell's gonna break loose because I didn't do a star pattern. Okay. That's it. There's nothing else to it. That's exactly how you do a tie rod. Now, I do recommend that you take it to a shop and have a front end alignment completed on that. If you do it the way I do it, you're gonna be really close. And when you do the alignment, you might not even be out of spec. But I do highly recommend you get alignment on the car whenever you do front end work. Here's something else. If you have to ask me what size socket you need to do a job, maybe you shouldn't do it on your own. Maybe you should get some help. Because I get these comments, and I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. That tells me right away you have no clue what you're doing on your vehicle. And for your safety, please either get somebody to help you that knows what they're doing or take it to a shop. One other thing before I go. If you want to comment on my videos, you're going to have to be a subscriber. I no longer allow just anybody to comment. So you got to be a subscriber for about, I think, a day to a week or something like that before you can comment on the videos. I'm tired of the bots. I'm tired of the... not the angry people, but the negativity. I'm tired of people who sit at home all day pressing keyboards and making negative comments about what people are doing or not doing. So I'm done with that. You're going to have to subscribe if you want to give me a negative comment. At least I'll get a subscription, which means really nothing in my world. I really don't give a meh if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, God bless you all. Ride safe out there and drive safe. Take care. This world is a mess right now.